Hello and welcome to Heyhouses Primary School. I'm delighted that you've accepted our offer of a place for your child here at Heyhouses, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in person. I hope that will be before the end of the summer term, and if not, it will be in September when I can meet you individually and welcome you properly to the Heyhouses family. And it will be lovely because last year we weren't able to do that either. So we are really looking forward to things getting back to normal for not just Heyhouses Primary School, but for everybody. So I'm really recording this because normally we meet and I go through what it is to start school, how we introduce your child to school, which class they're in, and make sure that you feel very welcome in the next 7 years. Your child's journey through primary education, your child's journey through Heyhouses. All I can say as a parent is it goes very fast. Make the most of it. They are very, very special years. Primary school is a lot of fun, and we've tried to make sure that while Heyhouses children get the very best education and leave our school ready for secondary school with confidence, we also try to make sure they leave it with lots and lots of happy memories and good friendships. So reception is a really important part of starting that process, making sure the children settle into school life and become good friends with each other to see them through the next 7 years here and on into secondary school and hopefully for life. Friends made at Heyhouses are very special. I know that from my own children. So 7 years, it sounds a long time, and I'm telling you it goes very fast and you need to make the most of it. But I'm also telling you that you will enjoy it. And while there'll be moments when the children perhaps ask things and describe things, and you're thinking, oh, I can't remember how to do that, especially perhaps with some of the maths homework as they go through the juniors, there are lots and lots of moments when you can be involved and when you can share the experiences with them, just as you have done until now. And we just take you on the next stage of that journey. Do want to say at this moment in time, we like to take this journey with you, to share with you, and for you to feel part of our school. When we say it's a family, we genuinely mean that. We're here for you in the good times and the bad times, and we're here to support you as your child grows and develops. We give them all the opportunities we can here to find out what they're good at, for them to try different things and not to be afraid of trying different things. And we're looking forward to meeting your child and working with them. However, there's lots of paperwork involved with a child starting school. So I'm going to explain what is in the pack. You're going to get a pack that's coming home in the next day or two. Some we will be delivering, others will come through nursery or through siblings. But in the pack, there are lots of bits of paper for you to fill in. And hopefully you can get these back to us as soon as possible. And if not, before the 30th of June, it says the time on the bottom of the pack. So we've tried to put together everything you will need to help you in the next couple of weeks and months as your child prepares for school in September. And the main thing is just to be optimistic with them, because there's lots of lovely things to do at school. The information and agreement pack is full of things that we need information from you, particularly around your child, their medical needs, if they have any eyesight or hearing difficulties, if they've had any involvement with Blenheim House or any support services, anything that will help us support your child as they start school is really, really important. We also need to know emergency contacts, and that's one of the key pieces of information that as your child goes through school and your phone changes or you move house, that's the bit you really have to keep up to date, because we need to be able to phone you at any point of any day. There can have been, a child might have become ill, might have been an accident at playtime, or just simply we want to tell you something that's happened, and it's nice if we can get through to you. So please keep those up to date. In this pack, alongside the medical information, there are also agreements for you to sign to give your permission around your child's photograph being used, your child's work being put on our website. We also have a YouTube site now, which will probably keep going. It was brought about by coronavirus, but I think we'll keep it. Lots and lots of information, homeschool agreement, things that are important for you to sign that you know as a parent. We're very keen that parents know the rules around posting information about children on any social media site that they may have. simply because that's a difficulty for many parents and many children when people get named, and there's information in this because that is something that's not allowed. So lots to read and lots to fill in, and I know it'll take you a little while, so I'm plugging this as the first thing to do when you get your pack. But there's other more interesting things, I suppose. That's the formal part. Other interesting things in the pack are the teachers for your child. Some pictures so you can imagine us, and yes, we're looking our best on these pictures. And then there are 3 classes, and there's another document that explains how your child is going to be helped along the transition into mainstream school from nursery settings. So lots of dates and times are given for the classes, but what we've done to try and make it easy, we've personalised it for your child, and so the children each get their own list, and your child's name is going to be at the top. We have 3 classes. Blossom class, that is taught by Mrs. Livesey and Mrs. Wynne. We have Sycamore class, which is taught by Mrs. Hutchinson and Mrs. Wynne, and we have Oak class, which is taught by Mrs. Cassed and Mrs. Burrow. There are various support assistants that work in those classes. We're very well staffed within our reception department, and in the mornings there are always 3 adults and most afternoons. So I know it's when we get the chance to show you it, you'll be able to imagine it better. So in the pack we have put the class list, children's names and which class they're in. This is the only time we give you names of children in the classes. Take care of it for when your child says, I want to invite all my friends to my birthday party, and it'll be lovely when we can have birthday parties again. So all those names are there for you. So, and also, like I say, what we've tried to do, and some of it will depend upon how the coronavirus lockdown easing happens, but we are hoping that we can have the children in school for a teddy bear play session and an afternoon session from the 22nd of June onwards, a morning play session where they bring a teddy and an adult, only 1 adult per family at this moment. And then from September, we're going to do some half-day sessions with half a class, just giving the children that little bit more time to get used to being in school. And then from 13th of September, everybody will be in school full time. And there's a whole list of how we go about that. So it worked well last year. We've changed it a bit because obviously we can have the children in, we're hoping, from June, just to, so they've had before the summer holidays or break from nursery, they at least know where they're going to be in September. So that's really important in there. And there's also some links to, the children can go on some YouTube videos we've made with you to watch what it's like here in school. Other information in the pack, and the one I loved doing, and my children, I'm looking for it now because I know it's the bit that I always like finding. There is, oh, it's got tucked out. Here we go. This is me. And this is a lovely document that we ask you to fill in and use photographs, tell us about you, your child, your family. It really helps when they start school. They can sometimes get them out their tray and come and sit with you and tell you and show you pictures. It's just got things in it about their thoughts, what they like, what they're looking forward to, things about me and my family, it says in it. But it's just really, really helpful. And with the photographs, it helps us with your child. If they have a morning when they're perhaps being a bit quiet, we can sit with them and say, oh, let's look at your This Is Me book. And it gives us information. I know for my youngest, she used to love stories. So I put in that, read her a story. If she's ever looking like she's wondering where she's come, then read her a story. So it's nice. It's nice for us to have this information. So, and also involve your child in making it. I did that with mine, and they still, we have these because reception keep them. They create a lovely learning journey during the year, and that comes home at the end of the year, and this is right at the start. So even though mine are 18 and 12 now, we sometimes get the reception journal out and we look at it, and they smile at all their pictures. They also smile at the friends they have on the pictures who they've still got, and very special years. Also in the pack is a reception handbook. Now, this is information that the reception teachers have put together, which just tells you about life in reception, the curriculum they follow, the early years foundation, key places in the reception department. I like to think it's the Ladybird version of our school prospectus, which is a very formal version on the website. This is the easy to read one, and I'd recommend it, because sometimes I look at it and think, that's a much easier way of putting it than the formal government speak of our prospectus. It goes through lunchtime, how we communicate with you in terms of newsletters. Reception send a weekly newsletter. I send a variety of letters at different times, and all sorts of things in here about lunch times. For the first 3 years, your child gets a free school meal. After that, it's paid for. However, some of you are entitled to free school meals because of work circumstances or family circumstances. Please do look at this and see if you qualify, because we get a lot of money for each child who qualifies for what we call pupil premium. Please take some time to look at that. It makes a big difference to what we can provide for the children. So reception handbook, have fun reading that. Breakfast and after school club is run by nursery, and there's information about that if you need care for your child before school and after school. If you have 2 homes, if you're separated and the child goes between 2 homes, then we need information from both homes so we can keep both sides of the family up to date. And very important, we need to prove that your child is the age that you say they are. So we need to have their birth certificate on their first day. That's just to check that nobody is trying to send their 3-year-old simply because I think they need to come to school. We have to check that. Now, if on your phone, you can access school information via our My Ed app. So please download that, and it gets activated the minute your child is registered and starts school in September. And then you get updates on it, you get texts from staff, you get links to emails, and you also get notified about attendance. So it's and lots of things via that. Reception also have another app that they use, which keeps you up to date with what the children are doing. You get photographs. Lovely. That wasn't around when mine were little. I think I might have spent all day looking at that, seeing, oh, look what they're doing now. I talked about e-safety before. There is a full document there because it's very important that you read that and understand. The internet does play a significant amount of time in life in general, and computers are used in reception. That we have large whiteboards which are used, but we do limit the use of computers when they're very little, because they need to learn how to write and to read, and but they are used. We have used them more, obviously, with home learning, but as they go through school, they become an integral part of everything we do. Copies of homeschool agreement. These are things for you to keep. It'll say on it parent copy. You can keep those, and tells you where to find the prospectus. Lunches, they're great. They're cooked here on site. They're fresh, really good. So that gives you the menu. It works on a 3-week program, the menu. Free and subsidised school milk. They get free milk until they're 5, and after that it's subsidised, but you can pay for it or not. You can send water in. Send water in anyway. We don't have fruit juice sent in, it's just water, dental requirements there. School uniform shop, it is online. You can order uniform online. There is a special pack for reception. It's a bundle, and it's a reduced value. It's good value. So that's information about the school uniform shop. PTA plays a huge part in the life of our school, and Mrs. Worley, who runs the uniform shop, has been doing it for many, many years. I taught her children 30 years ago, so she's been doing it for a very long time. And so she's the best person to talk to about school and uniform. She knows all about it. The best thing that we got involved with were these wonderful name labels, and you simply stick in and they stay in. They're amazing. I wish they'd been around for my 2. I think Margaret's had to sew hers in badly. Anyway, so please have a look at that. And I do hope you think about joining the PTA. It's really, really good, and it raises a lot of money for school, which makes difference to what we can provide for the children. Holiday dates are in there. You'll get some more of those later. I'll get this bit over with quickly. Head lice. Sometimes when children start school, they pick up head lice. It might have been something you've been aware of at nursery. ways to treat it are there. It's very important. Once a week, you check your child's hair. Am I ready for school? A lovely leaflet you can perhaps stick up at home and chat to your child about. Really simple things. It just talks about how you can help your child get ready for school. Recognizing their name, knowing when, this is my coat, it's going on my peg with my name on, things like that. So recognizing their name, being able to fasten buttons and get dressed. They can help use a knife and fork for when they come to school. And so lots of interesting things there for you to have a look at. And another one about starting school. Lots of information about starting school, actually. We thought you might like lots of it. And then a bit about school parking. As one of the largest primary schools with a lot of children, we need to try and make sure it is safe on the roads around school. And when you come to school, the gates at both sites are open and you can walk through. There is a one-way system at the moment. I'm unsure how long that will carry on. That's due to coronavirus. But we do try and make sure that there's a flow of parents and that parents can park further away from school and walk the last stage. That makes it much easier for traffic just around the immediate vicinity. But some advice there. And an envelope for you to return things. So back to school, you can just pop it into school at any time that you're able to. So a lot of paperwork there, a lot of information. I hope that it makes sense to you. Please just pick up the phone and ring us if there's something there that you don't know about or can't fill in, or you just want to ask us a question. It's absolutely fine. The office staff will be pleased to help you. And I am looking forward to meeting you all. Thank you for choosing Heyhouses. It's a wonderful school and I know your child will have a really happy time here. But equally, I'm hoping that you will enjoy being a parent and part of the Heyhouses family. Thank you very much. We'll see you all soon, hopefully.